Hi guys, haven't talked to you for a while on video, so glad you can be with me. We are in an intense season. We've been talking about that. I know y'all are standing firm, using the weapon of your scriptures, meditating, putting it in your heart, worshiping. Even in this season, it's a very good idea to be refocusing on Jesus, looking to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. You know, sometimes in a season like this, the Lord will even test us to make sure that the promises that he has spoken are not more important than the promise giver, reminding us of Abraham and Isaac, that sometimes he might call you to lay it down to be sure your focus is on him. The main thing I want to talk about today is truth. I have had some repeated and very dramatic dreams about 2 Timothy 2:15, which says, "Study to show yourself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." If you read my last article, I talked about a dream where I heard that spoken at the end, and there was an emphasis on the body of Christ needing to focus on truth and rightly divide it. 2 Timothy is written to believers, not to non-believers. So in this season of fake news coming to the surface and a lot of divination, witchcraft, I talk about that in that article, you really have to be standing firm on the promises of God. And also, I've heard the Lord say that there's a forecast for truth. Now, sometimes I don't necessarily know all of what the Lord is speaking of when he gives me something like that, but I'll tell you a couple of things that I think are important. And that is that if you want to move up the mountain of your influence in this season, you are going to have to stick to the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And that will be the thing that will elevate you and increase your influence and your visibility. Also, I really want to mention too that there is I think a sense in my spirit, and I heard the Lord talk about some things, that certain believers that already have influence. Now, I'm not saying this lightly, but I really believe there's a season where those who are not concentrating on truth will be, let's just say, less influential. So in other words, you might already have a large Facebook following. You might already have a name out there. You might already be successful in Christian spheres, but even if it doesn't happen overnight. Remember when Samuel spoke to Saul and said that he had displeased the Lord, his throne was going to be taken away and given to another. It did not happen overnight, but I really do believe there's a warning in this as well as a promise. So here's something that the Lord gave me. I want to just leave you with this thought about truth. When we drive up our road in the winter, we live in Montana, y'all probably know that. We actually have to have a four-wheel drive. And sure, we plow our road for snow, but sometimes it drifts in, or, it just hasn't, been done yet because maybe the snow, it came too fast and too furious. Who knows? Maybe we weren't home. But if we did not have a four-wheel drive, we would not get up the road. And it's like in this season, if you want to get to the top of your mountain, now mountain, we're talking about your sphere of influence, the 7 mountains being business, education, arts and media, you know what they all are. If you want to be at the top of your mountain, you need a four-wheel drive to get to the top, and truth is that thing that will engage you to get up there. I want to just encourage you to press into the Lord. If there's any areas where you are not rightly dividing the word of truth, and lay that out before him, because he is faithful. If your heart is pure, he will do that for you. I want to pray a blessing over you from Ephesians, if I can find it. Oh, I put it right in front of me. That's why I can't find it. Ephesians 1:18 and 19. This is important to pray in this season. It is written, "I pray that the eyes of your heart may be enlightened, in order that you may know the hope to which he has called you, the riches of his glorious inheritance in his holy people, and his incomparably great power for those who believe." So bless you guys. Thanks for watching. I love y'all. Cannot be thankful enough for those who follow and support of us. If there was no you, there wouldn't be an us. So thanks again. Love you. Bye.